Right, how y'all doing? Look, this is a great day for me.
The dog's like, what about me?
Well, and him. But for me, my wife is making a roast. I like roasting. Alright. Although, I will say not everyone is as excited as I am about a roast dinner. It's going to be the best part of the day. Don't worry about it. I already know this. Right, ready? Ready? Check this out. Eat it,
That's rice.
Tony.
This is rice.
You don't even know what it is.
Potato?
You're gross.
Excuse me, let me guess. Potato?
Might be. You're
I'm
gross.
not eating those two things, like rice.
No, you're eating them.
No, I'm not.
You're eating them. You will. I'm going to have to take away your Nintendo Switch then. Eat them. Yeah, that's
Why do
right.
I have to?
Because there's a waste if you don't.
But Mama said eat.
How is it gross? I haven't seen you eat any of it. None of it's
I
moving.
know.
It's like rubbish.
I'm going to sit.
Go on, sit with them quickly. You show them.
Things are gross.
You're wrong.
You remember those potatoes you liked that I made?
It's those.
Those potatoes.
It's
That's what they
them.
are.
You know potato wedges?
Yeah.
That's them, just smaller.
It's just mini potato wedges.
God blimey, you piggy little. Eat
Honestly,
it.
dip it in sauce and then try it.
Eat it.
I've already done that.
Eat it.
Honestly.
Eat it. Oh, I'm gonna shake him. Yeah.
Oh no.
Hang on.
These are, you know, the potato waffles you two like. Yeah. It's the potato and carrot that
They're just squished.
just they're not in.
They're not in shape.
They're not in a shape.
I think they're good.
That's the only difference. They're just not. Oh.
They are. If you mix it with your mash.
No, I don't trust you.
God, they
No.
suck.
Everyone has different tastes. Everybody
Yeah.
has,
That's
disgusting. Everybody has different things.
Okay, just eat your dinner. Just eat what you like on the plate.
Like
And just as a
that's
warning,
what Grandma
boys.
says.
Just as a warning, we're having a Sunday roast every Sunday now. So you're going to have to get used to it.
No! I'm not gonna eat that and that.
Well, then you're going to starve to death.
Just eat.
That's alright, that's more for me then.
Somebody
Not my problem.
say it. Just
It's true.
eat.
Them two might not be pleased with it, but you know what? They're wrong. That's going to be amazing. Hands down, no two ways about it. Chicken, carrot swede, broccoli, mashed potatoes, roast potatoes. Just sip. It's good. Boys weren't happy with that at all. They were wrong. They definitely weren't wrong. I cleared my plate, no problem. It's delicious, absolutely amazing. But I did say to him through this one time, I was like, look, come on, lads, just eat what's on your plate. Just clear it this once, just this once. Even if it's something you don't like, try it. Still sure you don't like it, finish it. But then you won't have to eat it again. And yeah, they were not pleased. Theo, bless him, cleared his plate. William got quite aggro with me. Admittedly, I got aggro back with him. She was like, if you're going to be aggro with me, I'm going to be aggro back. And I kind of felt like I disrespected the meal a bit. I think he put in a fair bit of time to cook all that food. It's just, literally, it was just a case of like, if you're going to back talk me, then I'm going to give you the same attitude back. Because if you don't like it, you know, if I don't appreciate it, I know you don't like it. So well, don't, because I basically called him a daft kid. Or I called him a baby. He said, no, I'm not. I said, well, then stop acting. Like, stop shouting at me and back talking me. It's just not, you don't like it when I do it to you, so you don't do it to me kind of thing. But he tried most of it. And then later on he came down, he said, look, he'd have had the chicken. He'd have had the mashed potatoes. But he doesn't want the roast was literally, the roast potatoes were the things that he really just wouldn't have. And the carrots and swede mash, he would have preferred raw carrots. He won't even eat cooked carrots. He said, look, please, next time, cooked carrots. So I said to him, lads, you know, when we were all little, we all had to eat foods we didn't want to eat. Because that was what we were given. And there's going to come a time, like if we go somewhere, and Mum ended up telling me a story actually, there's going to be a time when we go somewhere where you can't get the foods you want to eat. And then you're going to end up probably going hungry because we can't get what you want to eat. I mean, this is exactly the same as what you normally eat, just it's in a different shape, or it hasn't come out of a packet. And Mum told me about the story of when they went overseas, they couldn't get the foods they'd normally have. Well, they were the foods they'd normally have, but they didn't look the same. And because they didn't look the same...
Because they weren't processed.
Well, no. This isn't about our meal.
No, the foods that they normally are more processed.
No, I mean when they went overseas,
Oh yeah.
they were given food.
And it just didn't look the same.
It didn't look like what they'd normally eat because obviously, you know, brands change things depending on what country you're in. And certain brands aren't available in other countries, but they have the same kind of product under a different name or whatever. Because it wasn't the same, they flat out refused to eat it. So we're just trying to, just get them to stop. Because there are some places, like if you go to certain restaurants, like they won't open up the kids' meal if it doesn't look like you got a kid. Like if they think you've got a teenager, they won't let you order something off the kid. Yeah, like they just won't let him. They won't let him order off the kids' menu if. Like if you're a grown-up and you got to order a kid's portion, and the owner of the restaurant freaks out, that kind of thing. But I still enjoyed the meal. I really did. To me, there's nothing more. Well, there is, but like eating together, eating a home-cooked meal is a very.
Good thing.
It's an intimate thing almost. You are sharing something with the person that cooked the food. Like I said to you, that's one of my fondest memories of your friends is a time when I first got to meet them. We had a meal together. Everyone got together and Inky cooked, or Inky and one of her friends cooked, and we all sat around the table and shared this food that they prepared. And everything was taken into consideration, portion sizes, things that people did and didn't like, and all that. And it was just, we shared that, and I really liked that. The house party afterwards wasn't a particularly big fan, to be honest, but being able to share food, because food is very important, obviously. If someone has taken the time and the effort and put in the care to make a good meal, it's just, I don't know, I'm probably going to that doesn't really make any sense, does it? But
Hey babe, do you want to see the little books now?
Sure. Little books, you say? Oh. I know, what about me? Did we show these before? I don't know if I've put these in the vlog yet, but so Inky's got her art project book, and so the idea for this bit is that you're going to put a smaller book within the book.
2 small books within the book.
And you were kind of naughty yesterday, weren't you? Because you showed me how you got the pages, and you took them out of a
old book.
Yeah, that you'd had messages in from
old friends.
Yeah, but because I gave Inky a little picture. I found my Instax printer, and I just so happened to have this photo. I was like, oh, I'm going to give that to Inky, and she's popped it in one of her smaller books. She's done, which is sweet. And then there's another little one. And then these, are you going to put them on individual pages, or did you say you want to put them side by side?
Put them side by side, and they're little books to explain what's going on in the bigger book.
Sure. So at some point they'll get through a part of the book, and then there'll be a
reference.
Yeah, there'll be another book in the book.
Yeah. Which
I personally think is kind of neat, to be honest with you.
And then cool little books, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. And you were stitching these in today, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm actually tempted to make people I work with little books like that.
Yeah. Well, why not? Just as long as you don't overdo it.
Be easy to do. I don't have to use felt because I have got tissue paper that I discovered that's still in that cupboard.
Oh, right. I get you.
Then get the felt on write notes. Ironically, made with Christmas cards.
Why not? Use what you got. He looks comfortable. I'm not going to be able to have a granddad nap, am I? I said, no, I'm with my mama.
Well, you can. You can just sit between my legs whilst I'm there.
Oh, bless. Thanks for the invite, honey.
That's alright. Just grab yourself a pillow from in there and come and sit down.
Have some books.
Oh, my fucking neck. I just like the spines.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute though, aren't they?
Very. I think it's neat you're going to put a book in a book.
Book in a book in a book.
Yeah, I could just imagine you, like, you know, inside the tiny book there's another tiny book. Inside that tiny book there's a tinier book.
That might be next year's project.
And then there's a bookstore inside the tiny book.
It's a little pop out. Little pop out.
A little pop out.
That'd be so fucking cute.
What was the last thing we vlogged about? Have I vlogged yet? I forgot. I might have done. Oh dear. Dog's broken. Oh yeah, it was food, wasn't it? It's food, we were having food and all that. Yeah, it's great. This process of living forever is probably not going to work. I think he's going to hate it soon. It's going to be gravy. That's what she gets for fueling my ego. And I forgot to do the guitar stuff today. You know, bassy bass, plinky plink, which has been completely pointless. Look, I've got nothing right now. Nothing. Oh, fuck, I want to go to bed. I really want to go to bed. I've got such a headache. I was supposed to take the kids out today, but if Inky and the boys weren't feeling particularly great to start with, and if they feel anything like I do now, or like I did like early hours and yesterday, just I weren't going to take them out, you know. So, but little project, because I showed Inky did the little books, right, and there was a little Instax print in there. I've just gone and picked up Inky, well not just, I was earlier on today, I picked her up another Polaroid Land 1000 camera. It's like one of the super common Polaroids, because she wanted to do some random, she got some Polaroid film through the other day from what used to be the Impossible Project, which were the guys that were remaking Polaroid film. And turns out the Impossible Project is now Polaroid Original. They are now actually officially Polaroid manufacturers. They manufacture a new type of Polaroid 1000 Land camera, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's just basically a modernised version of that camera. And it's got me back into the idea of using my Instax instant print stuff, instant camera stuff by Fujifilm. And I just, since talking to DeWalt the other day, and me and Inky talking a lot about, you know, past events, my memory is apparently not as bad as I think it is, just my recall's terrible. I'm like, during that time when we put all of our photos into all these different places, and some of them have shut down, some of them there are compatibility issues now, loads of them are probably on hard drives that are stone dead. You know, we put like 64 gigs of photographs from back when the kids were really little, and if you followed the vlog long enough, we had a 64 gig Gen 1 iPad that we just put all of our photos on to make the iPad into like the camera roll was just basically like a photo frame. And it got broken, the iPad got broken, and this was before like iCloud Photo or whatever it was. It would have cost a fortune. The iPad was full of photographs, like 64 gigs or 50 odd gigs of photos. However many gigs there was available on a 64 gig Gen 1 iPad, because obviously you don't get the full usage of it. Some people still have some of the photos of like me and Inky together and us and the kids together, and Inky's still got some, I've still got a few. I'd like to just, I said before, this is one of my projects I want to do a while ago. I'm taking on another silly little project. I want to, Inky has said it, since we started busting out kind of like, she started taking like little photographs with her Land camera. I really like physical photos. I don't need every photo I've ever taken don't need them like digitally. I don't need every I don't need every video I've ever shot. Even if I just have like a tiny box with like 40 pictures in it, that's good enough. I don't need access to every photo. I've spoken to loads of my friends recently who have said like, hey Skaz, we've got photos from, we've got all of our photos, they're all backed up, blah blah blah. I said, where's the last time you looked at them? We don't. Okay, so they'll never see the light of day, and they're all on like some random service or server, or and just to me it just seems kind of pointless. I like having physical photos, and so we've decided we're going to buy some of the Instax film and Polaroid film, and I might even buy one of the more modern Polaroid cameras between now and Christmas, and just we're going to have some physical photos from November onwards. We're going to start taking physical photographs, and that would be just really nice. Just like maybe if I see a couple of my mates, I'll just can I just snap a picture for the lols of it, and just take a picture and put it in the box, just so I can kind of gauge passage of time and just like some random moments and that, rather than just snap a picture with your phone or with your random camera and then just putting it on a hard drive and then never looking at it again. I hate looking at photographs on computers. And Inky just said, look, why don't we just take some pictures with these? They're nice to hold. You can just pass them around. Let's do that. So there's a new project. But yeah, I want to head off to bed. Have you guys ever lost? This goes to me in the future as well. I'm sure it's going to happen again between now and whenever I get the opportunity to look at these. Not that I'll ever get to look at them again, because fuck you, YouTube. Another 4 days and I think I'll be, 2 months? They still haven't fixed the channels. Do you guys keep a huge amount of photographs? Have you lost a huge amount of photographs? How many photographs do you keep? Have you ever lost a lot of photographs and felt bad for it? Or just shrugged it off? What stuff do you keep? And that's me done. So, hope you're well. I'll see you all with a bit of luck tomorrow. Even if I've only got a handful of photos of the kids, that'll be enough. Be enough.